Have you ever sat down for family movie night and felt like you were being force fed a liberal lecture instead of popcorn? Yeah, me too. And frankly, it's time we call it out. This is She's Right and I'm Lana, a Midwestern mom, unapologetically conservative and raising kids in a world that seems to have gone completely woke. And today, we're tearing the mask off Hollywood's agenda driven entertainment. From superhero blockbusters preaching identity politics to TV shows shoving ideologies into your living room, the left's grip on pop culture is ruining all the fun. And yes, I've got the proof. Stick around. What you hear today might just make you rethink your streaming subscriptions. If you're as fed up as I am, hit that like button right now and let Hollywood know we're not here for their lectures. But first, is this the start of woke Hollywood's collapse, or are we stuck in the same tired narrative? Do you remember when Superman was just a farm boy from Krypton fighting villains, not lecturing us on diversity quotas? Fast forward to 2025, and James Gunn's latest Superman movie is being roasted for being super woke. Critics call it an immigrant story on steroids filled with political messaging. Come on, guys, Kal-El didn't crash land in Kansas to deliver a lecture. He came to fight evil and stand for truth, justice, and the American way. But Hollywood, they had to turn him into a progressive parable. And here's the kicker. Audiences? We're not buying it. Box office numbers are tanking. The proof? It's in the seats. As a mom watching my kids grow up loving these heroes, it's heartbreaking to see them reduced to mouthpieces for the left. If you remember classic superheroes like I do, drop your favorite in the comments. Let's remind Hollywood what people really want to see. Marvel's obsession with inclusive reboots has made storytelling a checklist rather than an adventure. Every other character has to tick a box, and plots are often shoehorned into ideological messaging. But here's where it gets interesting. Forced diversity is now hitting Hollywood where it hurts the most, in their wallets. Hollywood's obsession with diversity isn't just annoying, it's expensive. Over 50,000 films analyzed this year show a massive spike in social justice messaging and over-the-top representation. And guess what? Regular audiences, like you and me, we're tuning out. Even liberal icons are starting to call out the absolute absurdity. The New York Times recently noted a pivot towards hot, horny, and white. Their words, not mine. Because progressive messaging just isn't selling tickets anymore. Finally, some accountability. When every cast looks like a UN meeting and the plot is paper thin, who's really winning? It's definitely not families shelling out for overpriced popcorn. If you've sat through a movie ruined by woke nonsense, drop it in the comments. I'm curious to know which one. And don't forget to subscribe. We're just getting started over here. And it's not just about ticket sales. Merchandise is suffering too. Kids no longer connect with characters who are essentially billboards for ideology. Comic books, action figures, and collectibles, all the things that built multi-billion-dollar franchises are now losing appeal. Parents are tired of explanations about intersectionality when all they wanted was a Saturday morning adventure for the kids. Primetime TV has quietly become a battlefield. Shows that once celebrated family, humor, and heart now prioritize agendas like climate anxiety, non-binary characters, or lectures on systemic oppression. It's not storytelling either, it's social engineering. Even networks are pivoting to win back audiences they ignored for far too long. CBS handed control to Bari Weiss, the anti-woke queen, proving that pushback works. But Hulu and Netflix, yeah, they're still flooding kids' shows with gender ideology disguised as representation. And it's not subtle, it's strategic, and it's shaping our young minds. Ever wonder why every sitcom now has a non-binary character or a storyline about climate anxiety? It's not organic. It's agenda-driven, and conservative critics are eating it up as fodder for their rants. It's no wonder streaming churn rates are on the rise. Families cancel subscriptions because the content is so heavy handed it feels preachy rather than entertaining. If you're seeing this in your favorite shows, speak up. Let me know down in the comments. We can call this out together. And yes, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter, the cancel culture circus. Oh, cancel culture, the left's favorite weapon. From Gina Carano losing her career for speaking her mind to comedians tiptoeing around jokes, Hollywood is panicking. The recent suspension of Jimmy Kimmel amid a shift toward right-leaning media is just the tip of the iceberg. And yes, I'm well aware it was a temporary suspension and that he's back, but the threat of future suspensions will hopefully stop some of his rants before they even begin. The message here? Silencing dissent doesn't work. It builds underground resistance. Conservative media is thriving online, in sports, comedy, and more. Hollywood's starting to sweat as right-leaning audiences grow stronger and stronger. If someone you admire has been canceled, drop their name in the comments and subscribe. Let's amplify the voices that refuse to be silenced. Cancel culture has consequences far beyond the celebrities. Writers, directors, and producers are now second-guessing every single line, every plot point. Creativity is stifled. If you thought political correctness was just about tweets, think again. It's reshaping entire industries and changing what stories are getting told. And here's where it gets personal. Progressive content isn't just in adult movies. It's targeting kids through cartoons and family programming. Disney's not subtle about it anymore either. Gender fluidity, rainbow messaging, and lessons on oppressive patriarchy are creeping in. Faith-based content and conservative-friendly entertainment are fighting back, and families are responding. My kids? We stick to classics where adventure comes without a side of ideology. Parents, if you're in this fight, hit that like button and share this video. Let's protect our children together. The stakes are high. They've never been higher. Studies show kids internalize these lessons about identity and society long before they can critically analyze them. Entertainment has become a silent teacher. And if you're not paying attention, your child is learning lessons that you didn't approve of. I believe there's hope. Conservative media and entertainment are booming. Daily Wire documentaries, Reagan biopics, and anti-woke satires are proving there's a huge audience hungry for real storytelling. Even left-leaning media admits conservatives are dominating online spaces. The counterculture is here, and guess what? It's working. With generative AI, ad growth, and new platforms, conservative voices are reaching further and further than ever before. The success of faith-based films and politically unacceptable content is proving that families and adults are craving stories that don't come with a lecture. Charlie Kirk, Matt Walsh, Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, and other conservative voices aren't just influencing politics. They're shaping culture. From streaming hits to viral media campaigns, the right is creating its own ecosystem, forcing Hollywood to either adapt or fail. Hollywood's woke empire is cracking, and we conservatives are ready to reclaim our entertainment. The question isn't if we fight back, it's when. If you want more unfiltered takes, check out my video on big tech bias. It'll make you rethink everything on your phone. And remember, guys, the revolution in culture is just getting started. See you next time. Bye.